Hi Sam. How are you today?
Hi Alex. I'm doing well, thanks. What's our word for today?
Today, we're learning the word
Kontrolle.
Kontrolle.
What does that mean?
It means control, inspection, or supervision. The most common meaning is control, especially in contexts like managing something or someone.
Are there any false friends with that word?
Yes, be careful. In English,
Control.
often has a strong connotation, while
Kontrolle.
can refer to a check or inspection, which is softer.
Got it. Can you tell me more about the grammar of
Kontrolle.
Sure,
Kontrolle.
is a feminine noun, so we use the article.
Die.
The plural form is
Die Kontrollen.
So it's like saying the controls in English.
exactly. In sentences, you might say,
Die Kontrolle ist wichtig.
which means the control is important.
What are the past and perfect forms?
Since
Kontrolle.
is a noun, we won't have verb conjugations. But if you need the verb form, you can think of,
Kontrollieren.
which means to control or inspect. In present tense, you say,
Ich kontrolliere. Du kontrollierst.
and
Kontrolliert.
How about past tense?
in the past tense, you'd say,
Ich kontrollierte.
and in the perfect tense, you say,
Ich habe kontrolliert.
That's interesting. Where does the word
Kontrolle.
come from?
it comes from the Latin word,
Contrarotulus.
meaning to check against a record. It evolved through Old High German and Middle High German.
That's quite a journey. I love learning about the history of words.
It really is fascinating. The meaning has remained related to checking and supervising throughout its history.
Can we break down the word a bit?
Of course,
Kontrolle.
can be split into the prefix
Kon.
and the root.
Trolle.
The prefix often means together or with, and the root relates to roll or record.
So, it's like to check together with a record.
Exactly. This helps you visualize how it's used in context.
Are there similar words to
Kontrolle.
Yes. There are quite a few. For instance, you have
Kontrollieren.
which we already mentioned, meaning to control. Then there's
Kontrollzentrum.
meaning control center here.
Zentrum.
Is the last noun, so it's neuter.
What other examples do you have?
You could also look at
Kontrollmechanismus.
meaning control mechanism, and
Kontrollsystem.
which means control system. Both follow the same pattern.
What about the suffix?
Good question. The suffix
Kontrolle.
indicates it's a noun. You see it in many feminine nouns.
Any more examples?
Sure. There's
Abkontrolle.
meaning final inspection.
Selbstkontrolle.
Meaning self-control, and
Qualitätskontrolle.
meaning quality control.
I love this. Can I practice using?
Kontrolle.
In sentences.
Absolutely. Let's say you're at work. You could start with
Die Kontrolle der Arbeit ist wichtig.
meaning the control of the work is important.
Okay, let me try that.
Die Kontrolle der Arbeit ist wichtig.
Perfect. Now, imagine you're at the airport. You might say,
Ich muss durch die Kontrolle gehen.
meaning I have to go through security.
Ich muss durch die Kontrolle gehen.
That's useful.
Exactly. Lastly, if you're at the doctor's office, you might say,
Ich habe eine Kontrolle vereinbart.
meaning I have scheduled a checkup.
I'll try that.
Ich habe eine Kontrolle vereinbart.
That's great, Sam. Now, let's talk about gender hints for
Kontrolle.
Sure. What can help me remember it's feminine?
a good pattern is that many nouns ending in are feminine. You can picture a check mark like a check that signifies control.
That's a great image.
Now, let's go over some common phrases and collocations with
Kontrolle.
Okay.
You might hear
Eine Kontrolle durchführen.
meaning to carry out a control, or
Eine Kontrolle verlangen.
meaning to demand a check.
Those are helpful.
Just remember, it's often formal in contexts like work or inspections. Also, be careful not to confuse it with
Kontrolleur.
which means inspector.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now, let's review. What does
Kontrolle.
mean?
It means control or inspection.
Correct. And what's the plural form?
Die Kontrollen.
Yes. Can you give me a sentence using
Kontrollieren.
Ich kontrolliere die Lieferung.
perfect? What's the feminine article for?
Kontrolle.
It's
Die.
Great job. And can you name a similar word?
sure.
Qualitätskontrolle.
Awesome. You're really getting the hang of it, Sam. Remember,
Kontrolle.
Is useful in many situations, especially when discussing checks or inspections.
Thanks, Alex. I feel more confident now.
You should. The key takeaway is that
Kontrolle.
is all about managing and checking. Keep practicing, and you'll master it.
I will. Thanks for the great lesson.
You're welcome. See you next time.